Ring the bell.
With the Superstar shake-up comes a buzz of excitement, and fans are wildly speculating which wrestlers will shift brands. Moving the right superstar can add a much needed boost to a tired roster, but switch around the wrong guys and you can make both Raw and SmackDown a hell of a lot worse. Some wrestlers don't need to make the jump to shine, so let's have a look at 8 superstars who should stay right where they are. At number 8, it's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler has not had the best run as of late. He's played the role of glorified jobber to NXT superstars Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura. His latest US title run was the most pointless title reign in history, and his shotgun back to the company at Royal Rumble reeked of disappointment. With everything going so bad for him on SmackDown, surely it'd be better to move him to Raw, right? Nope. The Blue brand has a talented roster, but the only WWE veterans left on SmackDown are Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. There's a lot to be said for the in-ring veterans. They can offer great advice to sports entertainment novices, keep old school fans watching, and they can carry a match to WWE's standard. If he moved to Raw, Ziggler would be overshadowed by the likes of John Cena, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, just to name a few. A solid US title run followed by a hunt for the WWE Championship is all that's needed to build Ziggler back up as a credible threat. The show offers a great opportunity to become a leader on SmackDown. All he needs is a little more support from backstage. At 7, it's Becky Lynch. Like Ziggler, Lynch is another superstar that's lost her way on the Blue brand. It's crazy to think she was once the premier female wrestler on SmackDown, even being crowned the first SmackDown Women's Champion. But if the Irish native moved brands, things wouldn't get any better for her. The women's division on Raw is on fire right now. Sasha Banks and Bayley are slow burning towards an epic match. Nia Jax is on cloud 9 after coming out on top of her bully storyline with Alexa Bliss. Ember Moon is the latest to be called up from NXT. And of course, Ronda Rousey is set to dominate the roster. On SmackDown, Lynch has a place teaming up with Naomi. She has a history with the Riot Squad and she can carry a match against anyone. With Carmella as the SmackDown Women's Champion, the Last Kicker is the perfect choice to help put the Princess of Staten Island over because of her solid in-ring skills. There's room for Lynch to shine on SmackDown, she just needs to step up as a leader worth following. At 6, Matt Hardy. Without his walking gimmick, Matt is just another guy wandering around aimlessly. But with his gimmick in full swing, Hardy is one of WWE's hottest commodities. Walking Matt has been on a roll. He has a new follower in Bray Wyatt. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania, and it looks like he could soon be challenging for the Raw Tag Team titles. Moving Matt would not only bring his run to a screeching halt, it would rob us of a golden opportunity to see him chase after the title surely made for him, the Universal Championship. Matt is always welcoming us into his Woken universe, so it seems fitting that he should become the Woken Universal Champion once he and Wyatt are out of the tag title picture. The storytelling alone is perfect for Raw, where a lot of feuds are driven more by narrative than by the wrestling itself. Hardy is certainly on the right show, he just needs Vince McMahon to back him up. Number 5, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe made his return to WWE in a big way last week, putting Roman Reigns in his place with an epic promo. The Samoan submission machine might end up on SmackDown, but taking a closer look at the Raw roster, Joe would do very well to stay put. Joe is one of those wrestlers who can cut perfect promos and deliver excellent matches time and time again. With so many big names on Raw, Samoa Joe has a ton of great opponents to fight. The SmackDown roster is smaller, and feuds with the likes of AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode have already been done in either TNA or NXT. On Raw, Joe can face guys like Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt to give fans something new. It wouldn't be the end of the world to see the Samoan submission machine on SmackDown, but for my money, Raw could definitely utilise the big man better. At 4, the Usos. Jimmy and Jay have really come into their own on SmackDown and are easily one of the best tag teams in the world. But there's still a lot more work for the Usos to do, and SmackDown is the best place for them to flourish. The Usos and New Day feud has been incredible, but there's no doubt seeing Jimmy and Jay squaring off against Big E, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston is getting stale. With the Usos feuding with the Bludgeon Brothers and Paige being named the new SmackDown General Manager, the signs are pointing to the New Day going to Raw, where they can be the veterans of the tag division. With that, it makes a lot of sense to keep the Usos where they are. Like the New Day, Jimmy and Jay are natural leaders in the tag team ranks. Their skills and knowledge will be vital in cementing the legacy of Harper and Rowan, and they can help rebuild the careers of Breezango and the Ascension. SmackDown is a fitting home for the Uso Penitentiary, and Jimmy and Jay need to stay to keep it on lockdown. Number 3, Daniel Bryan. Now that Daniel Bryan can compete again, he wants to show the fans why he's still number 1. To do that, he needs to stay on SmackDown. We've already seen one dream match since the Yes Man got the all clear in a match against AJ Styles last week. There was no conclusive ending thanks to Shinsuke Nakamura, which means a rematch isn't unlikely. What's more, SmackDown has a plethora of perfect opponents given Bryan's style of wrestling. Nakamura, Rusev, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin could easily bring out the best in him. The only thing waiting for him on Raw is a spear, courtesy of Roman Reigns. There are plenty of great matches the former SmackDown general manager could have on Raw, but the idea of Bryan having to play second fiddle to a lengthy Roman Reigns title run is too painful to fathom. SmackDown doesn't have the star power Raw has either, so keeping Daniel Bryan on the blue team gives fans reasons to tune in every week. As a former general manager, Daniel Bryan is used to playing a big role on SmackDown, but the show definitely needs him more as a wrestler than Raw does. At 2, Ronda Rousey. WWE signing Ronda Rousey was a big deal. She has the legitimate fighting background that Vince looks for, and her star power is attracting more people to the product. To capitalise on their investment, WWE need to keep the baddest woman on the planet on Team Red. On Raw, Rousey has more mainstream coverage than she would on SmackDown, as Raw is often seen as WWE's flagship show, and there's no way Vince would let one of his biggest signings to date slip off the mainstream radar. Having rowdy Ronda Rousey on the opposite show to Charlotte Flair also stops the two of them completely dominating the SmackDown Women's title scene. They would be by far the most interesting women in the division to watch, as the other ladies just don't have the same star power. The talent on Raw is arguably more well received by the fans, so Ronda has plenty of interesting opponents to get involved with. And number 1, Braun Strowman. Strowman went from struggling to find his feet to completely dominating every match and promo he's been in. If he was to jump ship, he would struggle to find his place again. The monster among men fits perfectly on the Raw roster because he's more of an attraction than a wrestler. You don't watch a Strowman match expecting to see technical wizardry or jaw-dropping aerial maneuvers, you watch to see him smash people to bits. SmackDown's roster features wrestlers who favour technical prowess, as the wrestlers tend to be smaller. Braun's strength can be matched by the bigger guys on Raw, but it's illogical to think that the smaller SmackDown stars could constantly out-wrestle Strowman. Likewise, Braun can't go around taking out every top wrestler, as it would destroy their credibility. If put on SmackDown, the monster among men wouldn't match up well against their top wrestlers. His opponents on Raw suit his in-ring style perfectly and give us a spectacle worth watching. And that's the list. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. You can follow me on Twitter at IDoThingsSC, and like the Turnbuckle Topics Facebook page, the link will be in the description below. Until next time, take care and bye bye for now.